I mean, it was a great experience. He's an incredible player. His resume speaks for himself. I mean, he showed it tonight, so they got the win, and that's what we were trying to get, so we came out with the L.
What do you learn from playing against him that you don't know when you're watching him on TV?
I'm not sure. Like, I'm not one of those people that doubt somebody. Like, I knew he had it, like, and he showed it.
Is it different when you see a guy in person?
Yeah, I think it is different. 'Cause, you're going against it with the NBA game plan set up, so it is a little different.
Carries on the atmosphere out there. Do you notice crowd reactions, or are you so locked in that you really don't pick that up?
Nah, I really don't pick it up, to be honest.
How about the game? You're a team fighting for some wins to get into the postseason. How much does each loss, like tonight, hurt?
I think each loss hurts. Like I said in the interview last game, every win matters, every loss matters. So we're going in every game trying to get the win.
Zion, was there any moment between the time you got drafted and the start of the season, did you think about what it would be like to play with AD if he had hung around?
Yeah, I did think about it a bit, but wasn't gonna think on it too much because we didn't know whether he was coming back or not. So it just didn't happen. So there wasn't much to think about.
How much scoreboard watching do you do this time of year? How much scoreboard watching of the Grizzlies and the Kings and Blazers?
I'll do it like after the game when I'm just chilling at the hotel or in my room. Just kind of look to see where we are with wins and losses.
You and BI combined for 60. Just how much is your connection this 10, 11 games with you, with him grown, and you guys are figuring out each other's game and where you guys like to be on the floor?
I mean, I think it was only a matter of time. 11, 12, 13 games in. And, I mean, the chemistry was eventually going to be found. I think we're finding it.
LeBron had a season-high 40. What were your thoughts on how good he was tonight? What really caught your attention?
I mean, he's an incredible player. Like, I don't know what y'all are understanding about that. He's an incredible player. I mean, he handled business. He came out here and he did what he had to do to help his team get the win.
Zion, what is your comfort level out there right now? And, game by game, what are you trying to get better at?
I'm just trying to get better at everything and just finding the flow with different rotations out on the court. Because, sometimes I'll go on a run with a certain group. Other times I'll get out there and we'll kind of struggle as a group. So I think it's just still adjusting to my teammates.
Zion, do you hold yourself to the standard of, you're a guy who's 11, 12 games into your pro career and mistakes are going to happen. Are you patient with yourself, or do you hold yourself to the standard of a guy who's like, we've got 2 months to make the playoffs and there's no time for mistakes?
Yeah, I do hold myself high. I hate when I make mistakes because, like I said, every win and every loss matters, and we need every win we can get.
How has the NBA spotlight for you been different than the spotlight you experienced when you were in college?
I feel like it's pretty similar. I think the only difference is there's no student section, pretty much.
And this is your first time here at Staples and coming into the league with kind of similar maybe with Bron. Have you ever had a chance to talk to Bron and maybe ask him what's it like being in the spotlight since your young age?
No, I have not had a chance to talk to LeBron, and it was my second time in Staples, but the first time playing, and I mean, it's a nice arena.
How about just the game tonight? Do you feel it was a winnable game? You fell behind a lot early, but then you were right in it for a good portion of it.
It was definitely a winnable game, but they did what they had to do at the end of the stretch, so they pulled through with the win.
Zion, how good can this team be, your team?
This team can be extremely good. It's just our turnovers and, sometimes our lack of communication that, kills us. But I think if we get that down, we can be super good.
What did you think of your play tonight? How would you assess what you did?
I think it was all right. I don't think I'm ever tell you I had a great performance when we lost. I don't think that makes sense, to be honest. I thought I could have played better, could have did a lot more things to, help my team win.
You have the vets on this team like J.J. Redick, but then you have guys like Brandon Ingram who've been around but can still relate to what it's like to have been a rookie not that long ago. Where does the best advice come from?
I think you just kind of hit it on the head. I think with the balance of the team we have, hearing from Drew, JJ, Derek Favors, they've been in playoffs, they know what it's like. And then, hearing from Lonzo and B.I., like, who came into L.A. with that kind of hype. So I think just the advice coming from all directions, I think is great.
JJ reminded you of his playoff streak and your responsibility there?
Yeah, we talk about it from time to time, but I think it just makes me want to get it more.
And they have one of the biggest, longest teams in the league. What was that experience like, just dealing with the size they have around the rim?
I think it's just a part of the NBA. Every team's different. You got to adjust to them differently. And, yeah, they had a lot of height on their team, so I think at first it was just finding the adjustment to getting to the rim.
Zion, physical-wise, where do you think you're at? Are you like at 80%, 75?
Man, I'd probably say like 78.
78.2?
Yeah, something like that.
Zion, obviously it's early in your career, but do you ever get those moments of, man, this is surreal? You're looking down the court and seeing LeBron.
Come on, man. Not in that sense, but I do know what you're saying. I think what you're talking about is one of those things where it's after the game, where it's like, all right, like, I played against him, like, dude, you've been watching on TV for a long time. So yeah, I think everybody has those kind of moments, depending on who they watch growing up. But just to kind of bounce from team to team and, seeing the different players and, even people I played with in college or played against, it's always great.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.